What's up, Fomo fam? I started a challenge about crypto launchpads, as I preach a lot about launchpads being the most affordable thing in crypto right now, and I want to prove this to you. So I am accumulating tokens through these launchpads, and I'm writing down exactly what I invested, when I invested in it, in what launchpad I invested, and what the returns are. So far, I would like to update you on this so I can actually show you, are launchpads worth it these days? So with that being said, welcome to the Fomo Factory. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification, smack the like button, and let's get right into it. Now, the launchpads that I am using right here are Seedify mainly, Enjinstarter, and I used Poolz as well. Poolz, little trouble with that, but seems to be all right now, but mainly Seedify and Enjinstarter. So I made an Excel sheet where I actually wrote down what project I invested in, through what launchpad, when I invested it, how much money I invested it, what the returns are going to be. So investing one, how much I get, investing two, etc. So let's go over these real quick. So before I'm going to show you that and how my returns are looking so far, I would like to show you real quick the launchpads if you do not know about them. So the first one is Seedify Fund. Seedify Fund is the leading crypto gaming metaverse incubator launchpad, also for NFTs through SNFTs very soon, and they are going to release AI projects as well. They're going to release a project the 30th of March, and I thought like the 7th or 8th or something of April. We'll see about that. But Seedify is my number one, basically. It's the most, innovative, transparent launchpad. And this is going to make me fortune, I think. So this is going to be fantastic. And I'm also using Enjinstarter right here. Enjinstarter is a launchpad which is also releasing gaming projects. Now, it's not Seedify quality, but it's pretty good, and they just released a project which is done very, very, very well as well. So I don't complain about this so far. So let's dive right into it to see how the returns are looking so far, and I'm gonna show you how you can find crypto launchpads for yourself, because Seedify is the most secure, good returns, super transparent, bright future, but therefore also it's higher to step in. Enjinstarter is already a lot cheaper, but I'm going to show you how you can find that as well. But that's for later. First, I want to show you the projects. So the first project that I invested in was Carbon. I did that through Enjinstarter and Poolz on the 13th of February. I invested $400, and so far I already have $1,021 in return. So what I like about this is that I already have my initial investment out big time, and that means that whatever happens to the project right now, it doesn't really matter for me because I'm already in profit right here. So that's what I really like about this one. Poolz and Enjinstarter is what I used for this. Now, Carbon browser, I'm going to show you what I really liked about this project is that Carbon browser had a big hype outside of the launchpad. So if you look into their Telegram group, you saw all these people, really moon boys, calling for $1. Right, and they didn't invest through these launchpads because everybody was talking about all the launchpad people are gonna dump on us, and I was like, yeah, indeed. But I got a lot of tokens for this. Now the price did not exactly do what these people were calling. Of course, it went up very, very, very hard, all the way to 40 cents, and it's now sitting at 5 cents. Now that's the thing with these launchpad tokens. How come? Well, you see this, right? I mean, 65 million tokens now in circulation out of 1 billion, right? These vestings are super hard. So also, if you look at the market cap, the market cap is quite flat, right? It doesn't change. It's around 4 million, give or take, slightly higher, slightly lower. But this doesn't really change. But the price is coming down super hard, because a lot of tokens are getting vested. So if you feel like, oh man, I missed out on such a launchpad token, be a little careful with buying it afterwards. This price will probably go down pretty hard, right? unless they have something very big going on that really pumps up the market cap, because all in all, it's still a micro cap token right here, right? So it could definitely go up. But if this stays the same, then the price will dump on you. So the project really has to do something. But I really made a nice profit on it. Now I can claim it daily, basically. And I can show you through Enjinstarter, as I'm being transparent right here. Anyway, this is the main investment I did. I didn't get a big allocation on Poolz, so I can show you right here my allocation. I invested $400 right here. And here you can see how much of these tokens I got. So like 40,000 tokens. Now I can show you the claim section. You see that I still have 25,000 tokens yet to claim, and that's just from Enjinstarter, $1,400 right now, as it's worth right now, right? But it's getting, you know, unlocked every block basically for the coming 2 or 3 months. So, but if it stays the same, yeah, then I have another $1,400 coming, and it's all profit. I'm already like $600 in profit, so that's pretty cool. The next one is games for a living through Enjinstarter. I did that. So with Enjinstarter, on the 9th of March, I invested $1,075. I got 33% on the first vesting. I will get 33% here and 33% here, right? You can see that I already have almost $700 out of $1,200. So that's more than 33% already. Right, so that's pretty decent already, and plus I sold it quite low. It didn't really did that very well, so I've got a good vesting coming there still. So if I can now sell 33% of this investment, I think it's around $1,000, give or take. Let me show you right here. Go back to Enjinstarter. Just clicked it away. Let me show you, whatever, it doesn't matter. I can show you right here. So Launchpad, here we have games for a living. This is how it looks like then, right? Here you go. Games for a living, allocation and claims. So I still have, let's say, 190,000 tokens that I can claim, right? 190,000 tokens are currently worth $1,700, right? So the half of that is what I can claim next time is $800. Well, if the price stays there and I claim that plus $800, I have my investment back already. Now, the nice thing is I am trying to be a Seedify whale, because I'm also invested through this on Seedify. There I invested $7,500. Now, also messed that one up, right? But I got a return of $4,000 so far, right? So I didn't take my initial investment out on the first vesting, unfortunately, but I got a lot more coming as well, 33%. And if I look at Seedify, let me show you if I think that I know how that's looking like. Games for a living. I don't know if I can see that though. I don't know if I can see that right here. No, I can't see it right here. But another cool tool that you can use if you invest through Seedify is combotools.online. This tracks your investments. So if I go to Games for a Living, you can see right here, I invested this, right? And currently there is this to distribute, and that has a value of $11,500. Right, $11,500. So if the price stays here, and I think it could even get higher, plus $11,500, that's around $15,000 in total, right? Then I exactly doubled my investment, right? So that's a pretty decent return already. Now, I also invested in Interact With. At the moment of recording, this video is going to drop a little later, but at the moment of recording, this project is going to launch today. With Interact With, I invested $700. They start out with $190,000 market cap, so that's quite low. So that's pretty interesting to see how that's going to play out. But I think I get 20% on my first vesting. So what my goal is always is that I get my initial investment out on the first vesting. Didn't succeed so far, right? Yeah, with this one I did basically, but with this one I didn't. This one I didn't. But if I get 20%, it basically means it has to do with 5x, right? So if it does a 5x, I get my $700 back right here. And then the rest of these vestings doesn't matter what happens to the price. So that's so nice about it, right? I also invested in Mizar through Poolz. I have to take a look at that. I think it already came out, but I think they also refunded it. But I had a very small allocation, like you can see, like $22.50. Like, it's bullshit. So I haven't even taken a look at it, to be honest. Korai through Paragen. For the people that feel like, oh, Paragen, what's that? Be careful. Be really careful. Paragen is, I think, the most amateuristic launchpad out there. These people, sorry to put it like this, they don't know what they're doing. The team was quiet for months. They were the prime example of how a project dies in a bear market, because their Telegram was completely dead. And every time someone asked, like, yo, is there still something going on? The team be like, soon to be announced. And if you really push it, it's like, wait for the market. We wait for the market. Good projects don't wait for the market. Good projects, they build, right? Paragen is completely going to die, in my opinion. But as I have these tokens, and I have a big loss on these tokens that I've bought. I now have the highest tier. It's completely worth nothing. I think they have a market cap of like $20,000 or something like that. It's stupid. But, therefore you get a very high allocation here, as well as nobody is using this. And they maybe release a good project. So, I don't know. Fuck it, worth the risk for me. They have a refund policy, but I won't be surprised if they rock the project sooner or later, so watch out. But I invested $201 into Korai. Now, I must say that I have a very, let me see, where is it even? I can't even, Korai, here it is. So this is what I invested in. And Neocortex. This project looks like complete shit to me, to be honest. It's really not a good thing. It says AI Launchpad, and if you click that, it's also saying the first AI Launchpad. Well, that's definitely not true. The website looks like shit. Everything is soon. The team is not even really out there. It's really bad. But, whatever, refund. So, okay, worth the shot. They release with 100K market cap, so even if it goes to 1 million, it's still micro cap, and it's 10x. So I don't know, whatever, worth the risk for me. That's it for now. So that's how things are looking. So my total allocation is, what I total invested is $10,119.50 so far in the first month, basically. Yeah, first month. I have half of the money back, slightly more than half of the money back. So I would be really surprised if I do not see my investment back with this. And you have to remember, this is a bear market. Well, it's not a bear market, but it's also definitely not a bull market right now. In a bull market, these returns are way better. But for example, Carbon Browser did a 42x. I fucked up right there. I sold way too soon. I sold at a 3x. Was totally my bad. So I could have got way more out of this one, though. That wasn't up to Enjinstarter or Carbon Browser or whatsoever. Like I said, what you can do is, if you go to cryptorank.io, very interesting website. You can see a lot of cool information right here. Also, recent VC investments, by the way, totally off topic. But you can see that this VC, Eternal Ventures, just invested $1.2 million in this project. 3 VC companies right here, 3 big VC companies, they in total invested $17 million into Aurus, right? So you want to go check out Aurus in that case. Like, okay, they raised a lot of money. What is this? Is there a sale going on? Whatever. What's the plan with this? So that's a good way to follow actual VC money. So just a really good tip right there. You know, to see what projects, like if a project raises a lot of money, then you probably know that it's likely to survive at least, right? And to maybe make some very big moves. So definitely scroll down this list. Check it out, super interesting. But what I wanted to show you is you go to IDO/ICO, go to Launchpads, you can see all the Launchpads right here. Now, you can sort by the all-time high ROI, right? Lighthouse 175x, but how accurate is it? I mean, they did one IDO, but you want to take a look like GameFi did a lot of IDOs and their average all-time high is 50x, so that's really interesting, right? Then you also want to take a look at entry. So what's the lowest entry price if you want to step in? So you need their tokens to get a tier, and the higher your tier, the more you can allocate. Now, if you look, for example, Trust Swap will cost you $1,400 to get the lowest tier. Like, way too expensive, right? So if you scroll down the list, you can also say like, oh cool, on Poolz, for example, or Paid Network for $17, $18, I can already step in and participate in lunches. Now you want to check out what the allocations are, what the tiers that you get, etc., and how much the next tier will cost you. Maybe it's just a very low entry, but a decent allocation will cost you a lot. So do some research on that. But check it out, and you can also click the project right here. See what kind of projects they release. So GameFi, DeFi, blockchain services, and all that. And you can see what projects they already released. So Thetan Arena, 260x as all-time high, right? Star Atlas is released by him. Sidus Heroes, Good Games Guild. A lot of big projects right there that you probably know about. So you know that you probably can take Paid Network seriously. So check that out. That's what I wanted to share for now. I will keep getting you update. I think once a month, give or take, I will do an update video on this to show you how it's looking like. I think this is pretty interesting. For now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications, smack that like button. If you have any questions, suggestions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you guys very soon. Oh yeah, and don't forget to sign up to Bybit. Very big giveaway coming up, and $30,000 sign-up bonuses. Okay, I want to leave it there.